we doing, Denver? How are we doing? It's so great to see you all. Yes, I did do theater in high school. I did. I don't know how you can tell, but I did. Do we have any theater kids here tonight? Anybody here? Okay, we got a few in the back. So you'll know that the best thing about being a theater kid is that you don't get invited to any of the parties. You don't. And honestly, it's their loss because I actually party harder than anybody in this fucking room. You know, I remember this one time in high school, I got a little too high smoking weed out of a Smart Water bottle bong. Relatable. I did that at a cast party for Rent Jr. And since we don't have a ton of thespians in the house tonight, I'll let you know Rent, its whole thing is that it's a Broadway hit musical that's known for being about gay people dying from AIDS, you know, which does beg the question, how is there a junior version? How, but in Indiana, we found a way. That's where I grew up. And in the junior version, I think you might have guessed, nobody's gay. Boo! Terrible erasure, no one's gay. And I think that we can all agree that that's just not Rent. You know, it's kind of just Mortgage. It's a completely different show. I am hard of hearing. I wear hearing aids in both of my ears. And I didn't get diagnosed with my hearing loss till I was 24, but the doctors suspect that I've probably been deaf since I was 12, right? Which does make a lot of people say, how the hell did you stumble through 12 years of your life deaf and nobody noticed, right? And then I tell them that I'm a middle child. And the pieces sort of fall into place. I am in the middle of two very conventionally attractive sisters. You guys can clap it up for my smoking hot babe sisters. They are... You can look them up on Instagram after the show. Okay, my older sister, she looks like Gwyneth Paltrow. We all know the type of white woman, right? Like, she looks like she would put her pussy scent in a candle and sell it on the internet. Yeah. And then my younger sister, she looks like Cameron Diaz, okay? She has 100,000 Instagram followers. Like, every picture is her perfectly bikinied bottom in front of a different cityscape. Like, sir, she is so hot, if she crashed your car, you'd pay for it, you know? And, like, I am a solid 12 at every gas station in America. Thank you so much. I kill it at the pump. It's true that I was pumping gas in Louisville, Kentucky recently, and this man approached me while I was pumping gas, 11 a.m., okay? He's old enough to be my dad, right? Possibly old enough to be my granddad, but I think we all know, right? We all agree that that is hot, right? So hot. Really hot, Yeah, but keep in mind it was 11 a.m., right? And he was also so drunk that his eyes were closed, okay? 11 a.m. And that part is gross. Not hot. Thank you. Y'all get it. But he kind of just started talking at me in my general direction. You know, I would guess, hard to tell, his eyes were closed, right? But he was just like, hey, bitch. I would fuck you. And I thought that was really nice, you know? I'm a Midwestern gal. I just love an assertive man who knows what he wants, right? But he wasn't done. That was just the first half of the sentence. He had more to say. And the second half of the sentence was this. He said, does that mean there's something wrong with my brain? And that's pretty mean. I think we can all agree. But the answer is yes. There is something wrong with everyone who's sexually attracted to me, okay? And I'd love to tell you about this in the form of a little song. Cole, hit it. Look, they call me Jamie Schreiner. Ain't nobody finer. I dumped that man in 2010. He still hits my lineup because I have a face that says, I give out free therapy. Go ahead, unload all of your problems on me. I got that mommy energy, my mommy energy, big mommy energy, my mommy energy. Never had a baby, still have mommy energy. No baby daddy, still have mommy energy. If you had a crush on your art teacher, you're crushing on me. And if you had a crush on your babysitter, you're crushing crushing on me. And if you had anything for Miss Frizzle, then you're crushing on me. Up aboard the motherfucking magic school bus, baby. I got that body built like I've given birth to 3 kids. Got that cellulite in tummy like your auntie did. If you're into me, look, it's really not a prob, but it probably means you're way too close with your mom. Yeah, it probably means you're way too close with your mom. Yeah, it probably means you're way too close with your mom. You got a lot of trauma, really love your mom, I really love your mom, I wanna fuck your mom. Oedipus. Thank you all so much. I am a nanny. And I love being a nanny, but I think I'm gonna have to be placed with a new family soon because unfortunately I'm in a situation where the father of the family I nanny for has recently started doing this thing where he does yoga stretches, you know, in the front room in tiny underwear every morning when I come in for work, okay? And that's harassment. Thank you. Thank you so much. But I was talking to my friend about this. I'm like, I don't know who HR is in this situation. You know, like, do I go to his wife? Do I go to my agency? You know, what am I supposed to do? And my friend looked at me very honestly, very sincerely, and said, Jamie, no offense, but I don't really think you're hot enough a nanny to break up this marriage. You know, so now I have to break up this marriage. Oh, I'm so relieved y'all liked that. Because I can really lose a crowd on that one, right? Like, I can look into the audience sometimes and see women glaring at me while actively clutching their husbands, which I just think is so weird, right? Because, like, look at me. I'm not here to steal your husbands, okay? I'm here to steal your wives! Thank you. No, I do think that's something that, like, everybody should keep in mind when they come to a live comedy show is that, like, we're just having fun up here. You know, we love doing this. We just want you to laugh and have a nice night, right? Like, when I'm not standing here on this stage with this microphone in my hand, I'm actually a very nice, very decent lady, okay? Like, I would never sleep with a married man who's ugly, you know? It's just not something I would do. Now, the married man I'm sleeping with is my husband. I am married. As a bisexual woman, I legally have to be married to a man. Sorry. No, but I love my husband a lot. He is a British man, though, which women usually swoon over when I say the word British. They're like, oh, British. Your life must be like Bridgerton every day. And I think that's so cute, you know, because it's a little bit more like I'm in the cast of Shrek, right? Like, I just feel like I was lied to as an American because I think that we, as Americans, we put British people on a pedestal, right? Because of the royal family and Downton Abbey. We think they're all so fancy and so bourgeoisie. And I'm here to tell you tonight, that is not the case. Like, England has a Florida as well, you know? Yeah, like my husband's from a part of England where there's more sheep than people per square capita, okay? Their nickname is sheep shaggers because you're more likely to fuck a sheep than another person, right? Yeah, so basically, like, I went abroad, like, ooh, Emily in Paris, huh, you know, to marry a man from my hometown. You know, like, I could have just stayed here, but I would say, you know, we are in love, and I would love to know, is anybody in the audience in love tonight? Is anybody here in love? Anybody? Oh, we got a few. And make more noise if you're here with your loved one. Are you here with your beloved tonight? Okay. So this next song, even if you're not here with somebody you love, this next song, if you've ever been in love, you have felt this next song in your freaking heart and soul, okay? Cole, hit it. You mean the world to me. When I look at you, I see possibility. So many wonderful things about you, but the thing I love most you do. Baby, I love it when you shut the hell up. I love it when you shut the hell up. I love it when you shut the hell up. My boo, my boo, my boo. I love it when you shut the hell up. Can't get enough of shut the hell up. Just keep on shutting the hell up. I love it so much when you shut the hell up. I love it so much when you shut the hell up. I love it so much when you shut the hell up. Please shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. I love it so much when you shut the fuck up. I love it so much when you shut the fuck up. So I got my period kind of young. And if you're a man in the audience and your butthole just clenched up as soon as you heard the word period, I just want you to pretend for the rest of this story that I said, got my first boner, you know, or was told by my dad that I can't cry in public for the first time, you know, whatever's more humiliating for you, because that's the vibe, humiliation, right? So I got my period when I was 8 years old. Oh, yikes, right? Like, I actually heard a statistic on a podcast that women who get their periods young are more prone to psychosis, right? And, like, I would have to agree with that. I'd have to agree. Yeah, I got my period, 8 years old. My dad was the only person home. Worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario. Because he ended up actually yelling at me because he thought I pooped my pants. You know, he was like, Jamie, what the hell? This is fucking disgusting. And I was like, honestly, Dad, you're right. I didn't know I could poop and not feel it. Then a few hours later, my mom comes home from work, completely different reaction. She's got tears in her eyes. She's like, Jamie, honey, do you know what this means? And I was like, I'm grounded and I don't have to take the presidential physical fitness exam tomorrow. And she's just like, no, you're a woman now, right? And my little 8-year-old brain, I'm trying to process these two completely different reactions. Like, you're disgusting. You're a woman now, right? And I'm just like, wait, are women disgusting? And like, don't worry, I didn't hold on to that point of view, okay? I didn't go with that, you know, for more than 12 years. But I will say the one positive thing about getting your period that young is that, like, end of 3rd grade, you're the only one with your period. End of 5th grade, you finally have sex ed, right? And all the other girls in my class, while they were hiding under their desks, crying, saying, I don't want to get my period, I don't want to get my period, I don't want to get my period, right? I was sitting there like a weathered veteran with a long cigarette. Just like, well, buckle up, bitches. Because every last one of you's getting your period. I teach music in an after-school program in Chicago, and it's one of my favorite things I do. I love working with the kids, but I will say they are incredibly outspoken, especially since the pandemic. I'll give you an example. One of my students actually stopped class the other day to say to me, they said, Miss Jamie, you have a fat ass for a white girl. And I teach kindergarten, you know, so I was at a loss. I didn't know what to say to that, right? So I just went with, I said, Michael, you cannot say something I've always wanted to hear. No, it's only fair that I have an okay butt, because I'm what you would call a lopsided titty bitch. We got any other lopsided titty bitches here? Okay, the 3 of you who are honest, thank you. It's like statistically 75% of any room, but I don't want to ruin your Tuesday night, you know? So I'll take one for the team here. I'll say, for me, we're talking a coconut and a kiwi. You know, we're looking at Barbie and Ken. Like, I have some Forrest Whitaker's eyes. Looking titties, okay? You can just call me Forrest Whitaker. I'm gonna do one more song before I get out of here. For this last song, normally I ask people to like put their phones up and turn their flashlights on. Obviously, you guys, you can't do that tonight. So if everybody could just put one hand up and like move it in rhythm with the music, that'd be awesome. Cole, hit it. I saw a penis so small, it made my whole weekend just fucking awful. I saw a penis so small, it made me start to question why I have sex with penises at all. I was sitting in McDonald's, minding my own business, eating my lunch, when I reached for a fry. It was my favorite fry, the tiny little crunchy guy, the little fry that they cook too long, so it's hard on the outside fry. We all know it, right? I tossed it in my mouth, then I remembered that penis, and I started to cry. I'm not a bitch, I understand. You have no control over the size of your dicks, but you can control this. You could not sit there stroking it while it's not getting hard, then say, oh my God, this is crazy, this never happens to me. Don't lie to me, don't lie to yourself. This is what always happens. This is exclusively what happens. I guess I didn't help by looking at it and saying, oh, cute. I should have been more empathetic to your dick. But when I saw your penis was so small, I understood why you spent 48 minutes eating my taco. I think my favorite part about closing with that song is watching which men put their hands down as soon as they hear what the song is about.